And Morris from Singapore again, video number 2, the update, what has changed, how the plants doing, how the fish doing, and so on. The fish are doing quite nice, stocking density a little too high, about 20 to 22. Bigger ones, smaller ones. The reason, I bought them all, they did not have babies by all themselves. The reason why I keep smaller ones in the same tank without any issues, I have to say, which was a little bit of a surprise to me, is that when I take out some and want to eat them, we had a few already, they were delicious. I need the output, and yeah, that's why I put babies in here. So there were some fatalities on the way because the NO2, NO3 concentration was too high, but I knew that. Changes. First, this is the plants, how they're doing. Everything's doing well. Solid separator, new. Feeds from the fish tank. Water from the fish tank comes out in the middle. The water flow is inverted because it hits the sides. Excrement will collect at the bottom. The water is clear and will run through this pipe into the second sub tank, where it goes into this. This is also new for filtration, 6. Then it goes in here. 2 pumps in here. 1 pump feeds to grow beds. Alright, they got the traditional bell siphon design. And the other pump feeds into this. And this is the grow towers. I managed to put them up, so quite happy with the result. Before we go into specs, this is a transplant with thyme from the other side, but all the other plants you can see here have grown are from this system. So it is about 230 wide by 260 high, 8 towers. Each tower has 8 slots. You can see that the pattern goes like this, so there's always enough space for the plants to grow. It's not 100% accurate, but I was trying. And the lowest one I keep open, and at the moment the one at the top also, so I can better control the water flow. So it's just a visual control, so I can see here water's dripping. Everything's fine, so no, the line is not clogged. Components are PVC 50mm wiping tees, and they are spaced with 12cm PVC cuttings, which makes a medium distance from middle to middle of, I think, 26 centimeters or something. So is was inspired by Joseph Neumeyer's design from Chicago, Illinois. You should check out his channel. He's got one in his basement, so I was inspired by his design. Thank you very much. Joseph, vielen Dank. And yeah, so this is the water spinach. There's some salads. This is the second transplant. It's doing so-so. From the oregano over here, I just pulled it out here and put it back in. It's growing nicely in here. Yeah, and those are my new seeding trays. So I seed in those. Basically, I just put in the seeds. This is 2 or 3 days ago. They are coming here, one, salads here, and once they reach a certain height, I will just transfer them to the net pots, fill them with the grow bed media, put the expanded clay, put the plant in the middle, and then plug it, and that's it. So I don't have to buy any rock wool or don't have to use the sponges right now. I'm not sure, as I'm just testing, see what works for me. However, I'm not claiming this is the best way, the only way, however, but I did it my way. Yeah, so basically that's it. Yeah, what else is there to say? So the line in the bottom is a Gardena in the end, and I think it's a 1/2 inch and then a 1/4 inch, and it feeds into the back of the grow towers. So the water, and it's a little bit, all the towers are inclined. So I tried some additional spacing measures to make sure that the water is running down on the front of the grow tower. So each of the net pots will always get water in the right way. So another thing that might be interesting is that, I'm not sure we can see it. So we saw here that the water's dripping. If I put this net pot and it goes in the whole length, it will create basically the net pot goes until here. So it is the lower part of it is constantly being hit by water. This was also one of the reasons why I decided in the end to use the net pots. I can see it starts to drip here, because I knew this way there would always be water and the plants would grow how they should. This is the drain line. The drain line in the end feeds back into the sump tank. It's the one that you see dripping in there. And yeah, so far so good. Everything's working quite nicely, except for concentration of NO2, NO3 that was too high. About 10 fish died, and then basically what I do now is I just clean this out once a week. Just tap water, cleaning it out, replace 20% of the water, or all the water that's in there, plus some extra water. This does not seem to bother the bacteria at all. I mean, if you look at this, and if you look at the basil, yeah, the basil is just zooming in. It's actual, this is why I call it the basil forest. I've never seen that before, but yeah, Singapore, the tropics. And talking of the basil, I just harvested it. So this is how it looks after harvest, because the output is over there. So this is a normal output I get of basil every 10 to 14 days. I don't collect it much more often because, well, as you can see, here's my hand for size comparison sakes. It's a massive amount. I'm going to make some pesto later. Yeah, so that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, have a good one. Bye.